Good morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Now as you may have realised that today is an extra Wednesday in the month, so there's no prompt reveal. It's time, as Sass mentioned last week, for everybody to add things, catch up on things, and yeah, just make sure everything's set to go to keep on with our journey. I'm going to zoom you in so I can show you where I'm at. I'm a bit late with my video today. I'm going to tap, make sure it's in focus, move over here. Okay, so I've done my Rabby. I'm really pleased with it. I don't want to hold it up higher just because I'll put some photographs on Instagram. You know what happens, we go out of focus. And then I did do a few little flowers around the rabbit. It's just satin stitch. I drew on the little petals, so I'll show you. Let me grab a piece of paper. Here's a piece of glue paper and a pen. I have pens, I'm just looking for one in the right colour. So the little flowers around the Rabby are just like 4 petals like that, and I just did a satin stitch and then 1 French knot in the centre, and the leaves are like that, and I just did satin stitches like that until I filled it in. And then I did these flowers up here. They are from, which book? Inspiration for those came from a book, and do you think I know which one? I've got many books here. Could have been this one. I think it was this book. Let me just see if I can find. Oh, here. Those flowers there. It's this Japanese book. Don't know the name of it. Sorry. And yeah, so those flowers there, that's where that inspiration came for those. I didn't like use their pattern or anything. I just drew them and made it up as I went. So, and then I decided, did I do anything else? I don't think I've done anything else since the last time I spoke to you with this project, but I decided, I was wondering what to do down here because I do need to start putting some things on the right hand side. And so I was thinking, oh, do I want to do like a part of a tree coming in? Do I want to do a topiary? Do I want a bush? What do I want to do? And so I then decided, and I was looking through all my books and I couldn't find anything that got me going, because I literally look at things and then I'm like, does it inspire me or not? And I remembered I have, you know, a few little pieces cut out of embroideries. I cut them out many years ago. And because my piece is really, it's really very busy, isn't it? It's quite small, like it's not that wide. It's about 15 centimeters wide. And there's lots of things happening. It's very busy, I feel like. So I felt if I added these bigger flowers, first of all, it helps me with time-wise because to embroider all of that would take forever. But also it just sort of gave it a bit more sort of breathing space. Does that make sense? But what I am going to do is I'm going to bring some little grass in here. I might do, yeah, maybe a little bit of grass here or some leaves. Might do a few little French knots and around that just to sort of amalgamate it a bit better. Might have a little leaf coming in there. Just to sort of blend it in a bit further. And then down here, I'm thinking I probably won't do it today, but I'm thinking I might like a little hedgehog here. And I've got to continue on my little circles here, my ovals on my little path, because that's my path. I might sort of here do some sort of edge there maybe, but go around my path, and I'm going to have the little hedgehog on this green bit coming onto the path. I was going to put it there, but that's a bit, it'd probably blend in too much there. So I'm definitely going to have a hedgehog there. And then that's it. So I think today we might work on this butterfly. So I haven't decided any colours yet. I'm actually, as I said in the start, very late with my video. And so, oh, I might do purple. Yeah, I'm pretty late with my video. I'm going to do a pale purple. Maybe, do I want this? Maybe not purple. Yes, I think I would like purple. This one, and I might do this one on the upper wings and this one on the lower wings. And then I'm going to put the little dot in, and I've got to do the body. I've got this brown here. I'll do the body with that. Yeah, a bit late because I was sitting there, you know, working things out, and then I didn't realize what the time was. So, I apologize if the doorbell rings. I don't know, something could arrive. You never know. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Certainly having a lot of fun with this project. Don't get to work on it quite as much as I would like, or when I do think, oh, I could work on that today, and then I feel a bit tired. I don't like doing things, creative things, when I'm tired. Now for the body, I'm just going to do a little satin stitch. So first I'll do the head. Always start when I'm doing those sorts of rounded sort of shapes like ovals or circles, I start in the center with my longest stitch and then put little stitches on either side until I'm satisfied with the shape. This year is absolutely flying on. Honestly, I just can't. There you go, only needed 3. Now I'm going to do 2, just a little back stitch here, but because I want the little curve, and if I did 1 stitch it'd just be straight, so I'm just going to do 2 teeny tiny stitches. Oh, I didn't attach it to the head. That would help, wouldn't it? It was a bit too tiny, so I may have to put another one in just to attach it. There we go. This one's not quite as curved, so I could just do 1 stitch on that one. And there we go, cute. And then here I'm going to do, I'm not going to do big long satin stitches. I'm going, well I could, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it in the diagonal, like so. Oh, I could hear a noise. It's the bells. It's the midday bells. I was thinking, what is that noise? Because, of course, Steffi's new, the windows that we have now block all the sound out. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it. Like, we don't hear the dogs anymore, as Sherry was very kindly pointing out. Where are the dogs? Don't hear them anymore. Don't hear the yappers. I called them the yappers because they yap, yap, yap. And then one would start, and then the whole neighbourhood of dogs would start, and we'd be able to hear them all. And then they'd start howling, which was hilarious. So I'm just coming down here now. I never get these shapes perfect. I don't worry about it. In the scheme of things, you don't even notice. If it's really a shocker, I will take it out and do it again. Okay, I've gone quiet. Oops, you see that's not a good one. I need to add another stitch in there because there's a bit of a bump, a gap. There we go. That'll do for the body. Right, so we'll end that off. And then I'm going to start with the darker wool. It's a thicker wool actually. That one's a gum nut. Oh no, they're both gum nuts. That's the mohair one, and then that's the other gum nut one. It's just wool, I think. Methinks. So I need my thread. I don't know if this one will go into this needle, but we will try because I like these needles. I quite often am asked, what needles do I use? I think I'm using just embroidery needles here. This is just an embroidery needle. I think it's a number 8 or 9. I don't remember because I take them out of the box. The packet, not the box, it's a packet. And now same thing here. I'm going to do diagonal, but I might start here. Yeah, I take them out of the packet and then stick them in the needle book. So who remembers what I bought? And because I break them and I also lose them quite often, I haven't bought needles for a while, but I have in the past bought a lot of them. you know, every time I saw a set that I liked the look of, I would just purchase it. I don't even worry really what type I'm using. I just, in fact, some that are more specifically for embroidery, I might not necessarily like that one. Mum is much better at saying what needles to use. I'm wondering if I want to outline it. I think I will. I think I'm going to like it more outlined. I'm going to do a little back stitch around it. Yeah. I'll do my other butterfly off camera, but what I wanted to do maybe is start doing just a little bit of the embroidery around those applique vintage embroidered flowers, I should say. Yep, I do like it more outlined. The other one I might outline it first and then do my satin stitch. So small, this butterfly, it's not going to take long to embroider, I don't think. Just go around it, just doing back stitch. And actually, when I separate this thread from, you know, the rest of the thread there, it's actually, let me just give you a tap. It's actually a bit paler, which is good because I didn't want my butterfly to be really bright. So that's, yes, I always find that if you outline, I think I've said it to you before, on a curve shape like this, and you're going to fill it with satin stitch, sometimes you get a neater finish. So you can, sometimes it's nice to leave the outline visible, and then sometimes it's nice to bring your stitches over, just over the outline, so it's covered by the stitches. In this case, I am leaving my stitches in there, like leaving them visible is what I want to say. I'm certainly not putting stitches in and taking them out. If we think about the amount of work that goes into these things, it's pretty incredible, isn't it? So I've mostly worked on mine. I have worked on it a little bit on the weekend, but I've mostly worked on mine all Wednesday morning. I will sit here and work on it. Occasionally I've worked on it on the day before, if I've had time with my other things going on. I might work on it the day before if I feel like there's a lot that needs to be done before I turn my video on and I won't get it done in the morning. Just to give you a gauge of, I haven't spent the time on mine that Mum's been able to spend on hers, for example. Like, she's sat for full days and worked on hers, but she's got a lot more going on in hers than I do because it's bigger. Okay, so that's perfect. I love that when you've almost used up all your thread. I'm going to go with the lighter colour here. It's got a knot there. Just snip that off because it's 2 strands. I only want one. Although it's thinner than the other one, but I still only want one, just to have something different. And I need my threader. Okay, here we go. So the same thing. Go around it. Ow, I stabbed myself. Outline it, and then we'll fill it in. So maybe I'll pause the video here for a minute and finish off these two wings, and then I will be back.